going to hop straight into game number 4 between Sage and Taiwanese Protoss player Haas. I want to give a quick shout out to Breaker StarCraft 2. Breaker's an English commentator of all the Chinese and Taiwanese StarCraft action that has been happening around the world. I had a chance to speak with Breaker earlier today, and he was kind of telling me a little bit about the players. He just tweeted at us saying, hey guys, Haas is a 16-year-old Protoss player from Taiwan playing for the Yowie Flash Wolves, and is showing a lot of promise and could be a real wave maker in WCS this season. If you guys have been impressed with the play you've seen from Haas, or with some of the ridiculous stuff you saw from someone like Top yesterday, then you can watch a lot more fun StarCraft action from China and Taiwan by checking out Breaker's stream. Twitch.tv/BreakerSC2 is where you can find him and keep up with all of the great Chinese and Taiwanese StarCraft action that's been happening.
Well said, man. Beautiful.
That's what I'm here for, bro.
Alright, so now we talk about actual StarCraft, because that's where I'm here for. Oh. No.
Why so mean? Why you have to be mad?
I like to tease you. Someone yesterday on my stream is like, hey Roddy, how does it feel to make Mr. Billy look silly all the time? I was like, what? Do I do that? He's like, yeah, kinda. I was like, oh, feel really self-conscious now. I need to step up my game. Normally I do it much more subtle. Either way, Root Sage is a red Protoss player representing Root Gaming in the right top side of Frost, and he finds himself on the ropes a little bit, Ben, going trailing 2-1 against Hess from the Yowie Flash Wolves. And I'm surprised, but I did not expect this. So far I've been really impressed with the way that Haas has been playing this. Game 3, of course, it was a little crazy, but you know, if I would have been in that position and he was doing what he was doing, you know what I would have done? I would have dropped my units, swap in 4 Zealots, and like tap to YouTube and play a song and expect myself to win the game. But he was still microing his units, which I thought like, oh, that's a little bit of a show off. But no, actually it was really necessary, because Sage was hanging in there like a champ. But he still pulled it off. Of course, 4 gates against 1 gate, you're supposed to pull it off. But it wasn't easy, because Sage put up an excellent hold. And I'd be very surprised if an excellent Protoss player like Sage would fall against a relatively unknown, with all due respect, Protoss player like Haas, despite him indeed finishing 4th in the Taiwanese StarCraft League and even 3rd once. You'd still expect someone like Sage to make it through.
I agree with you, and it excites me seeing a good play like this out of Haas. It excites me seeing that there is apparently a thriving StarCraft scene over there in Taiwan. We've got more great Taiwanese players coming up later today. Yep. And look at this, Haas, realizing that he's at match point, is going to get cheeky. It looks like this is probably going to be Proxy Oracle. Yeah, anything else would surprise me. And he's expanding so quickly off of it.
Wow, this is some meta stuff. This is watching Deer over here. Like, I see players like Deer pull off this kind of stuff, and it's like, what? He's going 1 gate first expand Stargate? That makes no sense. You can't hold that.
This Stalker is trying to be a hero.
But you know, it could actually be bad, Ben. If he finds it too quick, it's not all that great, because then he's going to cancel the Stargate and he's just going to drop a Robo at home. He already has the Robo going on. Oh, Stalker has not found that Stargate yet, though. I think it would be best for him to find it when the Stargate finished.
No, that Stargate is definitely going to finish up, and it's not going to be found at all. In fact, what is much more likely is that that Sage is going to cross the map and see that there's an expansion here, and not be worried about the Oracle that's coming.
All the units are out of position for Sage as well. This could be a real disastrous scenario. Where is his Warp Gate, Ben?
For Sage?
Yeah.
It's not done yet.
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I was really worried. I looked at the production tab and I'm like,
Sage piecing it together. I think maybe he does know.
No,
he's sending everything back.
Yeah, yeah. Just because I think maybe he doesn't want to get force-footed out, or he's worried. He's still going to poke around a little bit. I think.
No, he's going back. What? He's figured it out. What an incredible game sense from Sage.
That's so sick. How does he know?
He just didn't see anything, and he's like, oh, must be Proxy Oracle.
Wow, that is unreal. That's an unreal recall. I find that absolutely fantastic. I have no idea how he can make that read, but
a mind-blowing game sense there from Sage. He's going to chase away this Oracle. He's going to take no damage at all.
Well, I am stunned, man. I'm actually absolutely just flabbergasted. How that's possible.
That's a Daniel Negreanu call right there, son.
Oh, hell yeah. Phil Ivy.
Feels like you got King 9. All right, I call.
Oh, I got King 9. How do you even know that? It's not fun playing poker with you, Daniel. 31 workers on both sides. So despite that absolutely mind-blowing recall from Sage, is realizing that, okay, I'm not going to get a whole lot done over here, and I could face an Oracle. I don't think he was even necessarily worried about the proxy Oracle. I think it could be from anywhere, you know, it could be a regular Oracle as well. And he just said, like, I'm not going to take a risk here. But, you know, what would have happened, of course, very unlikely if there's a Nexus there, but if it would have been like 3 or 4 gates, then you don't have energy on your mothership core anymore. Either way, absolutely sick recall there by Sage. I have not seen it like that. Maybe it has happened a few times in pro games that I've missed, guys. It's impossible to cast or to watch every single Pro League or Pro StarCraft game out there, but I find that a really sick decision by Sage and just fantastic.
Yeah. Brilliant game sense. That could have been a disaster for Sage.
Yeah,
could have just been a game-ending disaster. If you have no Stalkers and an unchecked Oracle in your main base, whew.
I mean, even if he would recall immediately when he sees it, then it still takes 4 or 5 seconds. You're going to lose a lot of mining time. You lose 5, 6 probes guaranteed. Now he lost absolutely nothing. Insane.
Yeah, phenomenal. Even still, because Haas was so greedy with his build, he doesn't really find himself behind, Kev. It's 40 probes to 43. Both players have their Robo down. Haas, believe it or not, has an Immortal advantage right now. He's got one more Immortal out than Sage does.
Haas played this like a champ as well. He played so ballsy, man. He's like, yeah, I'm going to proxy Stargate, but I'm not going to commit to this. I'm going to drop a Robo immediately at home, so make sure that I'm safe. Sage is getting his Robo Bay, while Haas is getting a Twilight Console once more. You know which style I prefer. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's better, but I'm definitely one that say like, okay, as long as you can play a game that doesn't include Tempest, you want to be the one to get Colossus as quick as possible. But we'll see what Haas can, if Haas can make something happen over here with his Immortal Archon Chartvault style.
You know, it's almost seldom that as you sit down and you witness small decisions that really make you kind of appreciate the beauty of high-level StarCraft, and I feel like the early game here has been full of it. The opening of Haas was beautiful. The read of Sage was just mind-blowing, and now we find ourselves moving into the mid-game with things being very even, and there being no real way to predict how it's all gonna wind up. We've got Colossus tech on the way right now for Sage, his first Colossus in production along with Thermal Lance. Haas a little bit slower to make that switch into Colossi. That's because he's taking a very fast third base.
Yeah, and above all, he dropped the Twilight already, so he dropped the Twilight much quicker. That means he's going to get a small upgrade advantage. He's still, the Oracle is still alive. He could drop a Revelation if he wants to. An Oracle with 1 kill, man, how often do you see that? I can have 4 Stalkers in position, I lose more than 1 probe.
No, eventually this Oracle's probably going to be suicided, but for the time being, it's just doing a lot of great scouting.
Yeah, you can cast a Revelation a few times. In all honesty, it's probably not worth to suicide right now. In this phase in the game, being on 55 or 52 probes doesn't really change all that much, or like 55 or 50. You'd rather keep your Oracle alive, casting a Revelation here and there. It's much more useful. You can keep track on that army. He knows how much you can Chrono Boost upgrades, or maybe invest in infrastructure rather than units. So you do want to keep it around a little longer. Like going from 20 to 18 workers is a massive difference of going from 55 to 50.
Oracle is going to finally find an opening. Immediately Photon Overcharge casted, and wow, barely that Oracle sneaks away. Picked up, I think, 1 more probe kill, but that is all.
Alright, Haas is on double Robo, by the way, Ben, so he can catch up in his Colossus count as Sage has a small Colossus lead. Slowly but steady, Ben. I'm starting to kind of like where this is going for Haas. His third base is a little quicker. He has a minor upgrade advantage of 20 seconds. It's almost nothing, but he does have quicker double Robo. Just now the second Robo being warped in. So I guess it's just a very even game overall.
Revelation right on top of all the Robo units. That's a great Revelation. Hallucinated Phoenix is going to scout and see, hey, this was a proxy Stargate. I'm still just grinning when I think about the great read that Sage made in the early game.
And actually, I'm just like gonna do that. Like players are just getting better and better in reads like that. Like these days, whenever people don't see anything, they're able to say to immediately early game like, proxy Stargate or DTs, you know, and they worry about their ramp, they block their ramp even. And sometimes they won't play against DTs, sometimes they do. And we kind of got used to reads like that. But just recalling while only seeing a Nexus like that, I find that amazing. And it's not something I would do, but in the future, if I realize I can't do anything either on the other side of the map, you know, maybe I might as well recall, because I know my opponent is not going to be aggressive. I should worry about my own base instead, because something bad could happen.
Oracle's going to find another opening here, Kev, and this time it will get a couple probe kills. 1, 2, 3, and maybe a fourth and a fifth.
And I love that he keeps his Oracle alive for so long, Ben, because eventually he did find an opening. He still doesn't have to sue. Oh, both an overcharge. Nope, nope, still alive. And you want to keep it alive, man. Revelation is all. No, don't fly it into the cannon. No, no! Okay.
Finally it goes down. But that was a long-lived Oracle.
Yeah.
And it paid for itself, I think, in the end, with the
totally
combination of Revelation, 8 probe kills, and
above
just a
all,
lot of good
all the
scouting.
vision, all the map presence that it gave Haas, the fact that he was able to drop the double robo when he wanted, that he was able to invest in upgrades. Sage is marching across the map, and he's getting a few more gateways as well. His army looks scary. He has 2 Archons, which is something that Haas does not have, but I think by the time that they fight, it's going to be 6 Archons against 4. 6 Colossi against 4, and I don't think that this is a fight where Sage can make or can do the damage that he wants to. Now Archons are being morphed in over here as well for Haas. This is a risky move, Ben. Sage is playing with fire. If this fight would go really bad, if he commits to this fight and it goes bad, maybe he can land a feedback. No, there are no High Templars in either army. If this fight goes bad, Ben, that's the end of Sage in WCS America Season 1. If he commits to it.
He hasn't committed yet. Instead, he's just
I like that he's not committing.
Prodding around, feeling his way forward.
This was not the moment where Sage could take an unfavorable engagement.
Yeah, but he realized it, man. He pulled back.
Yeah.
Not wanting to chance it.
Well, when Sage saw his draw, he probably thought like, okay, well, that's doable. Just a PvP series. I think right now he's definitely sweating it. As Haas is just playing excellent. I'm very impressed by the way that he's playing.
16-year-old Taiwanese Protoss player showing us some of the best StarCraft that you can ask for. And apparently has a great grasp on the PvP matchup. He finds himself...
He has charge already as well. Charge not ready yet for Sage, man. Charge is not ready yet. Oh, here comes the High Templar. No, Sage. You don't want to fight. I think he was looking for a feedback. He can't fight, man. I don't think he can fight.
He's going to actually pick the fight, and Haas is going to go forward now. He realizes that he's dealt enough damage that if the fight does start, that he'll be able to come out ahead. Those are weird time warps. Trying to halt the advance of Haas. Sage realizes that he cannot take this fight. Haas is going to give chase, though, Kev. He feels like this is the time.
Mothership Core is forgotten, Ben. Sage gonna maybe lose his Mothership Core. Might be for the best, because it's so low in energy that he could rebuild it immediately. Well, he doesn't want to take that chance. Is there still a time warp for Haas? Yes. Might even have 2 time warps. Oh my god, I think Sage is in some serious trouble here. It will, of course, all come down to the engagement. +3 is also ready for our Taiwanese Protoss.
Here we go. 8 Colossi against 6. The Colossi of Haas are a bit out of position, though. Zealots and Archons coming forward a little late to the fight. Yeah, it's a great engagement for Sage. Haas has got naked Colossi, nothing supporting them. He's going to have to micro for his life. 2 more Colossi coming up from the opposite side. What's going on here? Zealots coming in to support.
I think if there's one wave warp coming in from Haas right now, these Colossus are also trapped for Sage, man. Even when Sage cleans this up, he might be able to save one over here. Well, unless he's going to try to keep them alive.
Oh,
he might be able to do this. Wow, Sage.
Oh, but Zealot reinforcements from the other side. This is a very narrow fight. Both players hanging on by the skin of their teeth.
This Warp Prism is so important right now, Ben, because that basically guarantees the safety of these Colossi for now. What a sick fight there.
Oh, Zealots going the wrong way. They're going to find themselves.
Oh, Archons are not ready yet. That's too soon, though. Now Haas has to back off. After that warping didn't go well. Yes, you were in a great position, Haas, but I think right now, look at Sage's money, though. Maybe if he falls back, now Sage can put himself further ahead. Ooh, Sage's tournament life was on the line there. But as you said as well, Haas got a little overeager with his first engagement. The engagement was better for Sage, and he clearly won that fight. But then, like, new Colossus joined in from the left side. And then for a second, I thought that the Colossus were trapped for Sage, but he had a Warp Prism around. Sick play. Really enjoying this PvP. This excellent and fun.
Yep, high-level PvP. Between these two great players, 136 supply to 150. Sage is out in front. He's also got a lot of money banked. Can afford to warp in a lot of Zealots if that's what he chooses to do. Haas, meanwhile, trying to catch up in the Colossus count, rapidly chrono boosting off of double robo.
He's going to try to deny this 4th base of Sage. He won't succeed in doing so. Sage, on the other end, is dropping pylons all around, making sure that A, he has warp in possibilities, and B, that Haas does not have a hidden base somewhere, because that's the last way you want to lose. Still has his Warp Prism as well. Sage still chrono boosting out Colossus like a madman. He's going up to 9 Colossi. That might be a little high. Maybe I think 8 is the magic number, and then you're just going to make a lot of Immortals and Archons. As awesome as Colossus are, Immortals are just as good. The Zealot count is pretty high on both sides right now, 19. Ooh, Sage picked off an High Templar there. It's a nice little pick-off. 150 gold.
Sage is trying to get tech up to Dark Templar.
Not playing Warcraft 3 over here anymore.
As Haas is going to see what's going on here. Oh, a couple of Archons loaded up in a Warp Prism. This is interesting. He's going to try to unload those Archons on top of the Colossi. That's really going to mess with the AI of those Colossi. This could be a better fight for Haas.
Well. Oh my god, that's a fantastic time warp. These Colossus are so exposed right now.
Oh, what a phenomenal engagement for Haas. 16 years old, the Taiwanese player at the brink of eliminating Sage from WCS Season 1. Archons and Zealots continue to push forward. Sage does not have an answer. He's fallen back to his main base. He's going to go down 1-3. Roddy, I don't think Sage can stop this. There's no answer to the Colossi. Wow. Good game gets called. And Yoey Flashwolves Haas makes his debut and will be joining us in Season 1 of the 2014 WCS Premier League.